For the fans watching back at home, you can see right now that staging. You see the SR1s on the left side of the screen. And some of the modified carts lined up on the right side of the screen. Hey, once again, for some of the fans that are watching us back at home, please check in. Let us know where you're watching from. And who your favorite driver is, who you're cheering on, or if you're just checking out the whole series in general. Once again, this is the round 1 of the 2022 race season for the Great American Short Course. We're in Victorville, California, right on the northern side of town. As you head out of town towards Las Vegas, just about a quarter mile, if that even, off of 15 North. Looking at the edge of the high desert. You can see the desert mountains off in the background. And a beautiful picture of the mountains behind us, all snow-capped. Still snow up there in the mountains. Want to let everybody know as well that we'll be doing this again tomorrow, starting right at 12 noon. And doing it all over again for round 2 of the 2022 season. Rounds 3 and 4 will be at Glen Helen, San Bernardino, California. Just down the hill a ways, so to speak. Sherry Tiffany Schumann's checked in from Seebeck, Washington. Boy, I never heard of Seebeck. Where's that at, Sherry? Wow. I mean, this happened before, but it's always fun to see when a husband and a wife team come out on the track side by side. How about that? On the front row inside is the #1 defending champion, Jason Weller. Outside of him is the 18, his wife, Corey Weller. Row 2 inside is the 808 of Sean Illingworth. Alongside of Sean is Larry Hayes in the 75. And in the 11, rounding out the field, will be Paul O'Brien. But I apologize. I failed to stop over at the Weller pit area to find out what is on the line, bet-wise. Between nothing, no foot rub, no sandwich making, no I'll do the dishes, dirty laundry. Well, I got the crew up here looking at me like I'm nuts, but they're like they don't know of any side bet either. I just don't think you guys are willing to give it up. I think you know, but it's something that's kind of, I don't know, what do you say, funny for the race team? So once again, Sherry Schumann checked in, Kitsap Peninsula. And Sherry, I hate to tell you this, I'm sorry, but Dallas is not here this weekend. I was kind of wondering the same thing, but well, I'm going to have to go back to the hotel room tonight and look up on Google Maps where Kitsap Peninsula is. Sounds beautiful. Anything that says Seebeck in it and Peninsula, it's got to be a really nice area of Seattle. But not exactly sure why, but there's no Dallas Nord here this weekend, which is too bad.
Yeah, I saw pictures of his vehicle, and he showed a picture of it.
So the pace vehicles, we're getting ready to pull off the track, coming through the final turn of the course. Husband and wife, side by side, getting ready to take the green flag. In fact, it looks like...
Oh, look at this. Did he actually just back off the throttle a little bit?
No, he wouldn't do that because I just wonder if Corey told one of the crew guys to turn Jason's rear tires backwards again.
Or grooving backwards.
No, because they're directional tires.
I know.
But
doesn't really matter.
She was picking on them last night. Well, no wonder you were skating all over the place. No wonder you had no traction. They're on backwards.
You got them on the wrong side of the car. Well, she's definitely out front right now.
So Sandy Heitredder has just checked in from Temecula. Sandy, you're close enough you could be here right now.
Yeah, where's Holden?
Whoa! And Jason goes around. He hooked the inside berm.
He got the ice skates out for that one.
He couldn't get off that inside berm. The left front was hooked, and it took him all the way around.
Backwards tires will do that for you.
So you know what? He's just going to go into ride it out mode till the halfway point.
Yeah, then he might turn around. You're going to get bunched back up again.
Yeah. See, that's where the comp yellow really comes in handy.
For some, it's a fair advantage. For some others, it sucks. Like when you're out front.
Yeah.
And you're running away from everybody. And then all of a sudden, you got all these footsteps on your back porch. And
Thanks to Rob McCachran.
Yeah, you don't want to throw a party. Because look at her just walk away with this.
I'm just amazed that none of these cars rip up axles like you think they would, because they don't lift, and when they're in the air to hit those jumps, they don't lift.
Well, they're
so
not.
You hear
running,
that whee,
they
hit
stock axles, of course.
Well,
yeah.
but still, it's such the force.
They'll twist them. Yeah.
Sandy says hi.
Hi.
I think there's a little red heart by the emoji.
Oh, they're awesome people. I love them. Wish Holden was out here, though. I thought I saw his name on the list.
Whoa, Corey gets a little nose happy.
Oh.
Big tabletop. Oh, did he do it again? Does he got front-wheel drive?
I'm wondering now. These are SR1s. They only have rear-wheel drive.
Oh, they don't have?
No.
Really?
They become two-wheel drive units. No differential or transfer case.
Say that fast 3 times. So Hayes was late to the party, but he's out there now.
Yeah, is that Sean Illingsworth there in second. And there's numero uno, Mr. Jason Weller.
Is that like Javier or Julio?
Julio. Jason. Love that shot from the drones. They're following him in here.
Yeah, Jason is just screaming off that tabletop back in the infield. Wow. For what it's worth, though, Corey is pulled away from everybody. I mean, it has nothing to do with the spin out, none of that. She's done that all on her own.
I was going to say, she does that by herself. She's fast. First lady UTVs right there.
Kind of surprised by the different sounds these exhausts have. There ain't 2 cars that sound alike.
No, and it's kind of, and they all run, these are all R1 motors, I do believe, that are in them. So it's just depending on whose exhaust and the way your exhaust is tuned. They tune it by the length of the pipes and the bends and diameters, packing on the exhaust pipes.
Well, for what it's worth, Corey's got the fastest lap of the race with a 52.9. The next quickest is Jason with a 53.1, all done on the last lap.
Yeah.
So the track is obviously coming into the cars, but still, Corey's got a faster lap. So even if there wasn't a problem with Jason, Corey's a little quicker right now.
Well, I mean, you always run into that question. It's like when you got a clear track and no one's pressuring you. You tend to run a little faster. Sometimes it's under pressure and you'll slow down.
There's an ego involved out there in that big number 1.
Obviously.
Come on.
Who wouldn't?
There's competition yellow as our pace vehicle is out on the backstretch with Corey already there behind it. The other cars will be catching up in just a moment, going back to green next time by.
I think he said one time, he goes, yeah, it's always fun to chase my smoking hot wife, but he says it's also better when my smoking hot wife chases me. So
yeah, there's that. I don't know what I like better.
I know it's a tough decision. Do you rather pursue or be the pursuee?
Well,
or
I
the
chase
pursuer?
so often that if I'm not chasing her, I'm tired. So it's kind of like, leave me alone.
Leave it to the goats.
Oh, God.
You had to bring the goats up.
Earl. Yeah, my wife and I, we have a horse boarding facility as well as her own personal business that she runs. But along with the horse boarding, we've got 8 goats that have eaten everything in sight to the point where our place looks like Armageddon from like 6 feet down.
It's amazing how they can get stuff.
And they're tall when they're on their back legs. Jeez.
And it's amazing how they can get into high places very easily.
Oh, I hate that.
How the heck did you get up there?
Oh.
How'd you get up on top of my roof?
I go, wait right there. Let me get the BB gun.
Well, that Optima batteries with Old Glory flying next to it. Pace vehicle's going to pull it around there. Jason Weller has finally made it up and tagged the back of the field. Let's see if he could make some moves on Hayes and Illingsworth to chase that number 18. Looking for redemption with the number 1 on the side of his car as they get the hammer down.
Whoa, nice job by Corey getting the jump.
She was not sleeping.
No, she knows what's behind her, and she's like, yeah, you want to chase? Bring it. Meanwhile, Jason's jumped up in that third spot, going for second into turn 2. Not able to make the pass. But Corey's already out to about 10, 12 car length lead going into turn 3.
And they can see Hayes and Illingsworth battling there with Illingsworth in the second spot, Hayes in third. Jason Weller now into third. Hayes moved back to fourth. And look at this.
Boy, he tries to outbrake going into that turn, right-hand infield turn.
Looking to get that inside run.
Into the split lane.
Whoa!
They both take the outside lane. How about that?
And he just got that door slammed in his face on that one. He was expecting to be a clear lane all the way and run it. Now Weller has the inside line as he moves up.
Yeah, that was too easy. Illingworth left the door to the inside wide open, 2 cars wide, the big gap, and Jason just smoothly come around that final turn and made the pass on the inside.
He literally handed him the keys to the mansion on that one.
Now it's going to be fun.
We got some laps to happen here. Weller versus Weller.
I wish they had the capability to talk to each other, and that would be a radio I'd want to be monitoring.
That could get interesting.
I do think Jason's making up a little bit of ground, though.
That's when you turn into the pursuit mode. Can Corey not?
Oh, I don't know, man. This is their fastest lap so far for both drivers.
Yeah,
Corey still sits in a 52.9. Jason's there with a 53 flat.
You know her spotter was saying he's coming up fast, and she says, oh, yeah, really? Watch this. I haven't yet begun to push on that pedal.
Well, look at that. Now the gap will look like Corey's pulled away a little bit.
Yes, it does, just a little bit. As they serpentine around through the right-hander, the split section comes. Sounds like
Illingworth slowed for a moment there.
Yes, it looks like they might have spun out just a little bit there. As we're watching the Weller show.
Meanwhile, Corey's going, what? No white flag yet?
I think this is going to be the next time around be white flag.
Wow, on that last lap. lap times were almost identical, of 53.08 to a 53.03.
Ooh. Was that Weller, Corey faster? Or?
No, Jason was that time by.
Well, that's still not enough to really pick it up there. She's going to have to make a major mistake there. I see BDR's got the white flag in his hand. He's threatening to use it. He just might. He's kind of loco like that.
Oh, there it is, already in the air.
He's getting crazy up in here with that white flag. Corey Weller, the 18, to Jason Weller, the number 1.
Oh, Corey smoked him in this last lap. Corey's 52.8. Jason, 53.5. So definitely Corey. She's got the combination working for her this afternoon. I think I see a foot rub coming.
Jason trying to run that inside of the berm as he comes around.
See, I'm trying to help the crew guys. The bet was if Corey wins, Jason has to run her crew chief's feet.
There you go. He likes that one. How about if either one of them wears and makes some all sandwiches and foot rubs?
Well, checkered flags in hand. The win is going to go to Mrs. Weller. Jason will cross the line in second.
And Larry Hayes.
Yeah. And by the way, on the last lap, Corey spanked the heck out of Jason's lap time. Corey's last lap, a 52.9. Jason's last lap, 54.04. Spank City. Well, we're going to send our top 3 SR1s to the podium. Weller, and Hayes. And Dave Arnold's going down trackside in just a moment to see all 3 of them. As I look at our live feed right now, and I see definitely he's a Wisconsinite, no doubt about it. Yeah, Mike Benaj. I know I can say it, but my tongue hurts. Banajinski. So, Mike, whatever it is, I'm sorry, dude. But thank you for checking in and watching us here. As we have got the mod cards coming up next, right after the Weller SR1 UTV interviews. You gotta love it, Dave. You gotta love it, Dave, when the fans react to the winner of the previous race before you even get to the interview.
Yeah, they're so quick. They beat me to the podium. That never happens. So, yeah, Larry Hayes here. Larry, how you doing?
Doing good. Beautiful day.
How was this race?
It was good. We need some more competitors, but it was good.
Yeah, this class has been it was so hot at the end of the year, and we're gonna, hopefully we get a few more out there because this SR1 class is always entertaining.
Absolutely. Great class.
Well, do you want to go ahead and talk about this race a little bit, or you just want to thank your sponsors? You're like, yeah, I'm third.
Yeah. No, I just want to thank everybody for coming here, and Gas for doing the series, Susie, my wife, for supporting me, and the Wellers. So, yeah. Thank you, guys.
Larry Hayes, there you go. We're moving on to the first of the Wellers. Jason, Scott was saying that Corey said your tires are backwards or something. I don't know what's going on with that, but definitely an interesting one for you.
Yeah, there's not a lot in the class. So today on the start, I was telling my spotter Nick, I was like, I'm gonna hold back and let her get in front of me, and then I'll make it interesting, like after the yellow. And I think Karma got me because then I was spinning out in turn 1, and then I spun out in turn 3, and then I could never catch her. I think she got it figured out. So otherwise, it was slick out there. I had a line that I had figured out in like practice and qualifying on the inside of turn 1. And I went to hit it, and the right side was like totally slick, so it just spun me out. And everybody's coming towards me, and I was like, "Don't hit me, don't hit me!" And luckily nobody hit me, and got up to second, and Corey was gone. She was checked out. So looks like the new tires paid off for Corey, and I'll take second place.
Well, definitely. We were watching the times; they were so close, except for that very last lap. But, I mean, literally like a tenth of a second. I think it was like 20 thousandths of a second. And then she had you by a second and a half on the last one.
It's good, because when like if she was chasing me, she'd run different lines. So it's good to have her up front, and then she can figure out her own lines and not follow. And she's really good at picking lines. So it's cool to see her just start picking them off and being consistent. And huge thanks to my spotter and Tim and Nate and Rico and the guys back at the shop. Dustin helped me a lot this weekend with fab stuff. So Weller Racing, Can-Am, and my wife for racing against me, and the SR1 guys, Larry and Sean for coming out.
Awesome. Jason Weller, everybody, second place. And second place. They're just reminding him. No, just kidding. Corey Weller, first place. Corey. Awesome, and always, guys looking sharp. You got the new suits on, liking that. But really watching it, looked like you had your starts just nailed.
Yeah, this track isn't the best for me. Like, my driving style suits more like longer, faster tracks. So I'm always struggling a little bit here. Today was probably the first day I actually felt like I could put it all together. I know I'm still like way off his fast qualifier time though. So I knew I had to get a good start, and I knew I had to just not make any mistakes, not overdrive the car, which is really hard to do. You just want to overdrive the crap out of it. So I just kind of tried to settle. And then Tim's like, hey, he's like 10 cars back. I was like, did he get a flat tire? What's broken? He's like, no, he just spun out. So I was like, oh, game on. All right, let's go. So yeah, it was amazing. It's cool that, Larry's here. It's awesome that Sean came out. He pulled his car out of the garage after being in there for a couple years. It's a bummer a bunch of our guys just couldn't make this weekend. But we're here to hold it down and try to give you guys an entertaining race anyway. And huge thanks to Weller Racing and Tim for spotting me, and everybody for being here and helping us, and the guys at the shop for prepping the cars, and you guys for being here on a hot, hot day. So thank you.
Give it up for this lady right there. Once again, Corey Weller, but Larry Hayes, Jason Weller, and Corey Weller standing on top of the podium.
Hey, Dave.
Yes.
Look at Jason's hat. Is there a number 1 on it?
Not on this one.
No, you don't have that number 1. I was thinking that hat needs to go on Corey right about now. Congratulations to our top 3 finishers in the Weller Racing SR1 division. And Corey, great job. It was so much fun watching you. And I don't care what you said about your lap times, you still spanked the heck out of Jason out there on the track this afternoon. Getting ready now for the modified A-Mains. 11 carts will be coming out in just a moment. Track watering is going on. We got a little bit of grading, not much, if any at all. But the water truck is out there. The track